श्री महाभारत कथा। श्री महाभारत कथा। महाभारत कथा। कथा है पुरुषार्थ की, ये स्वार्थ की, परमार्थ की, सारथी जिसके बने श्री कृष्ण भारत पाथ की। शब्द दिग्घोषित हुआ जब सत्य सार्थक सर्वथा। शब्द दिग्घोषित हुआ। यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत, अभ्युत्थानम् अधर्मस्य, तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम्, परित्राणाय साधूनां, विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां, धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि युगे युगे।
The Rishis said, O son of Suta, we wish to hear a full and circumstantial account of the place mentioned by you as Samanta-panchaka. Sauti said, Listen, O ye Brahmanas, to the sacred descriptions I utter of the place known as Samanta-panchaka. In the interval between the Treta and Dwapara Yugas, Rama, the son of Jamadagni, great among all as Samanta-panchaka, urged by impatience of wrongs, repeatedly smote the noble race of Kshatriyas. He formed at Samanta-panchaka 5 lakes of blood. We are told that, his reason being overpowered by anger, he offered oblations of blood to the manes of his ancestors, standing in the midst of the sanguine waters of those lakes. It was then that his forefathers, of whom Rishika was the first, having arrived there, addressed him thus, O Rama, O blessed Rama, O offspring of Brigu, we have been gratified with the reverence thou hast shown for thy ancestors, and with thy valor, O mighty one. Blessings be upon thee. Rama said, If, O fathers, ye are favorably disposed towards me, the boon I ask is that I may be absolved from the sins born of my having annihilated the Kshatriyas in anger, and that the lakes I have formed may become famous in the world as holy shrines. The Pitris then said, So shall it be, but be thou pacified. And Rama was pacified accordingly. The region that lies near unto those lakes of gory water, from that time, has been celebrated as Samanta-panchaka the Holy. The wise have declared that every country should be distinguished by a name significant of some circumstance which may have rendered it famous. In the interval between the Dwapara and the Kali Yugas, there happened at Samanta-panchaka the encounter between the armies of the Kauravas and the Pandavas. In that holy region, without ruggedness of any kind, were assembled 18 Akshauhinis of soldiers eager for battle. And O Brahmanas having come thereto, they were all slain on the spot. Thus the name of that region has been explained, and the country described to you as a sacred and delightful one. The Rishis said, We have a desire to know, O son of Suta, what is implied by the term Akshauhini that has been used by thee. Tell us in full what is the number of horse and foot, chariots and elephants, which compose an Akshauhini, for thou art fully informed. Sauti said, 1 chariot, 1 elephant, 5 foot soldiers, and 3 horses form 1 padi. 3 padas make 1 senamukha. 3 senamukhas are called a gulma, 3 gulmas, a gana, 3 ganas, a gana, 3 ganas, a vahini, 3 Vahinis together are called a Pratana. 3 Kamas form a Chamu. 3 Kamas form a Chamu. 1 Anakini, and an Anakini taken 10 times forms, as it is styled by those who know, an Akshauhini. Meter. O ye best of Brahmanas, arithmeticians have calculated that the number of chariots in an Akshauhini is 21,1870. The number of elephants, the same. The number of foot soldiers, 109,350. The number of horses, 65,610. These, O Brahmanas, as fully explained by me, are the numbers of an Akshauhini, as said by those acquainted with the principles of numbers. Me. Sauti. According to this calculation, were composed the 18 Akshauhinis of the Kaurava and the Pandava army. Time, whose acts are wonderful, assembled them on that spot, and having made the Kauravas the cause, destroyed them all. Bhishma, acquainted with choice of weapons, fought for 10 days. Drona protected the Kaurava Vahinis for 5 days. Kama, the desolator of hostile armies, fought for 2 days. Salya for half a day. After that, lasted for half a day, the encounter with clubs between Duryodhana and Bhima. At the close of that day, half a day. At the close of that day, Aswathaman and Kripa destroyed the army of Yudhishthira in the night, while sleeping without suspicion of danger. O Sanaka, this best of narrations called Bharata, which has begun to be repeated at thy sacrifice, was formerly repeated at the sacrifice of Janamejaya by an intelligent disciple of Vyasa. It is a work whose description, diction, and sense are varied and wonderful. It contains an account of various manners and rites. It is accepted by the wise, as the state of Vairagya is by men desirous of final release. Listen, O ye ascetics, to the outlines of the several divisions, parvas, of this history called Bharata, endued with great wisdom, of sections and feet that are wonderful and various, of subtle meanings and logical connections, and embellished with the substance of the Vedas. The initial parva is known as Anukramanika, the second Sangraha, then Paushya, then Paloma, the fourth Astika, then Adivansa Vatarana. Following this comes the Sambhava, filled with wondrous and thrilling incidents. Then comes Jatugrihadaha, the setting fire to Adivansa Vatarana, and then Hidimbabada, the killing of Hidimba. Next is Bakabada, the slaughter of Baka. The subsequent parva is called Swayamvara, where Panchali selects her husband using Kshatriya virtues, and Arjuna wins Draupadi for wife. Then comes Vavahika, or the marriage. After these events come Harana Harika, Kandava Daha, the burning of the Kandava forest, and Maya Darsana, the meeting with Maya, the Ashura architect. Following these incidents are Sabha, Mantra, Jarasandha, Digvijaya, or the general campaign. After Digvijaya comes Raja Suyaka, the robbing of the Argya, and Sisupala Bada, the killing of Sisupala. Then comes Diyuta, the gambling, Argya Viharana, the robbing of the Argya, and Sisupala Bada, the killing of Sisupala. After these events, Anudyuta, subsequent to gambling, Aranyaka, and Krimira Bada, the destruction of Krimira. Nano, Bezarel. The travels of Arjuna then follow, Arjuna Vigamana, Kairati. In the final portion, the epic battle between Arjuna and Mahadeva in the guise of a hunter is described. After this, Indra Lokavigamana, the journey to the regions of Indra, then the mine of religion and virtue, the highly pathetic Indra Lokavigamana, and the story of Nala, After this last, Tirtha Yatra, or the pilgrimage of the wise prince of the Kurus, the death of Nalapapyana. After these events, the stories of Jatasura and the battle of the Yakshas. Then the battle with the Navadakavachas, Ajagara, and Markandeya Samasya.